Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Harley.
This is Should You Need Us, your cosmic invitation to the absurd, the obscure, and the astonishingly weird.
Let the oddities begin.
Officially December 2nd today, and this episode will come out on, I guess, what?
Whatever Monday is.
Whatever Monday is.
December 7th?
7th? 8th?
Something like that.
Yeah. I don't want to pick up my phone and look.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't feel
I
like...
just want to exist in this realm of cozy candles and cocktails and pretend it is not reality.
Mm-hmm. That's why we meet every week.
Exactly. This is the point of Should You Need Us. It's actually because we need this. So that's why.
No, not recording last week. I was kind of lost last week.
Yep.
I think that's why this past weekend I was in a funk, and I think it's because I didn't get my daily dose of Schlegel in me.
That did happen. That's why, yeah, I was sick, and then there was Thanksgiving, and then I went and saw Wicked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, we gotta talk about that.
I was wondering, and also listeners, if you have any feedback about this or think that this should happen. But I know that you love the Wicked movies. We've both seen them. I read the Wicked book. Would you enjoy, like, maybe a bonus episode of me talking about the book versus the movie and how different they are?
I think people would enjoy that. I would enjoy that. So I'm going to vote yes.
Okay. I will probably do that then.
Let's put up a poll
Yeah.
on Instagram and see.
You want Harley's version of Wicked versus Wicked movie?
Honestly, I would pay good money. Let's put it on the Patreon.
Yes. Once we get a Patreon.
Yeah, once we get,
But yeah, I was like, that'd be a fun bonus episode.
Yes. I don't know enough about it. I haven't read the book.
I know. A lot of people haven't. And let me tell you, it's very,
Very
different.
Okay.
And I was a child who went and saw the musical when I was like 12 and then read the book because I was an avid reader. And let me just say, my mom, if she had known, she probably would have been like, let's save this book for when you're older, because I read that book and luckily a lot of it like went over my head. But there were some things where I was like, oh, well, I don't think bestiality is a good thing,
Like,
but I'm reading about it.
they're having animal orgies and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if the animals can talk, they can consent.
They
so.
were a capital A animal. But still,
What's
I was
capital
12
A
year old.
animal mean?
Oh, and that's what you don't see. Okay, in the book, that's how they distinguish the difference between animals that talk and animals that don't. If it's a capital A, those are animals that can talk and are on like the same like wavelength as us, you know, same brain growth, development, whatever you want to call it. And the animals that are just, you know, sitting there eating grass.
The lowercase a animals.
Yeah. Lower class, lowercase.
Whoa. Dang, there's some serious class commentary in Wicked. I saw a meme that said, like, oh God, it was so funny. Hold on. Okay, I do need to find my phone.
Okay.
Elphaba Throp saying, lived out so hard I stole my MAGA ex-best girlfriend's gay boyfriend and people are mad at me for being a homewrecker when she's a literal fascist. And someone said,
oh my God.
Elphaba saying this.
Yep.
Like the tweet is something random that someone was talking about.
I love it.
Wow.
I know the content coming out, like, as a whole, like the press tour, the movie, everything is so good.
Oh, I can't stop. I can't. It's my whole For You page is like, Madam Morble, flip it around, Wicked Witch.
I have changed.
What good?
When I showed Victor about Ariana Grande and
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, about their like new relationship status, Victor was just like, I have changed.
Oh, because I knew you. Wait, what about their relationship status?
How they're in like a... You haven't seen that? Their relationship status?
What? Is it official?
No, but they're in a non-binary... What do they call it? It's like a... Oh my god, where is my fucking phone?
This must be a joke that Victor saw.
No, I was the one that showed it to him.
What are you
I have
talking
seen
about?
so many different things about this.
If they were really in a relationship,
Okay, let me see your phone because I don't know where
I
mine
would
is.
fucking know. I would know.
I'm surprised you don't know.
Unless this was literally released like today.
That's actually the reason I haven't sent it to you, because I was like, oh, you already know about it. Okay. Cynthia and Ariana Grande are finally clearing the air. We are a non-demi-curious, a semi-binary relationship.
What the fuck? Okay, first of all, we all knew this already. What? Did this come out today?
No, this was like earlier this week.
Yeah, it says 5 days ago. What the hell?
They have changed.
They're in a non-demi-curious, semi-binary relationship?
So,
So what that means is what...
I need you, a part of the queer community. Can you please...
to translate this?
Yeah, translate that.
This means a non-demi-curious? I'm like... Because it says non and then slash demi-curious. So...
What's demi-curious?
I'm pretty sure when you're a demisexual, it means that you are, like, turned on by people's, like, thoughts or conversation. Like, you're...
okay,
you're attracted to people's, like, minds, which is, like, you like to talk before you fuck, I guess. I don't know. And then a semi-binary.
What's semi-binary?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. So it's not non-binary, it's semi-binary because Ariana's the binary. She's the she-her.
Oh, and Cynthia's not she-her?
I'm pretty sure Cynthia Erivo gives off, like, they, them, she, they vibes. Like, Cynthia's like an alien. It has been very feeling those alien oats.
Okay.
Well, Cynthia Erivo explained. It means, quote, it means we're not actually a couple, but we're curious about what that could mean and everything, unquote.
So can't you just say, like, complicated?
Someone in the comments said, so they're just as confused as we are. Oh my god. So does that just mean that they're like besties who kiss occasionally? I mean, if you ask any lesbian, it's kind of like the trope of, like, queer falling in love with, like, their questioning, like, bi-curious girlfriend who then is eventually like, I'm actually just straight, and it's like kind of straight chasing.
I think this would do Ariana some good. I mean, she has had a lot of relationships with men that just don't turn out.
Worked out for a many number of reasons.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this is it.
I think as any stunted theater kid, she's gonna have to go through her queer questioning phase. Wow. I'm so surprised I missed this.
Me too.
I'm actually genuinely shocked.
Yep. Well, good for them.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Well, anyway, what do you got?
I have a confusing story of a man, which most stories about men are confusing.
Lay it on me, baby.
Have you ever heard of Jack Parsons?
No.
Well, this story is about his explosive life.
Explosive? Is this the Unabomber?
No. Jack Parsons. He was a rocket engineer and a chemist, and one of the founders of NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab and the Aerojet Engineering Corporation.
Well, you know what they say about rocket scientists?
That they're crazy?
That they got a big rocket in their pocket.
Well, funny enough that you would say that, because he was also a well-known sex occultist.
Oh, wow.
And some would say devil worshipper. Yes, he was a follower of Aleister Crowley. The Lima cult?
Mr. Crowley.
What went on in your head? I knew the moment I heard about this story and the connection to Aleister Crowley, I was like, how much do you want about Harley's gonna sing?
Mr. Crowley?
Yeah. Ozzy at me.
Mm-hmm.
Before all of this, he was a young boy, an innocent young lad named Jack Whiteside Parsons. But probably, I think his official name was his father's name, Marvel Whiteside Parsons. He was born on October 2nd, 1914. His parents were Ruth Virginia Whiteside and Marvel H. Parsons. They were described to be anything but normal. They had a dark whirlwind romance.
Ooh.
I like to imagine a sort of Gomez and Morticia Addams vibe.
Risque.
But they were into kind of like New Age spiritualism and magic, which surely left an impression on young Jack. However, something very un-Gomez and Morticia happened. Parsons' father had been having an affair. Yeah, so sadly, his mother found out and divorced his father.
Gomez would never.
That's what I'm saying. So, sad day for Mr. Marvel. He gets kicked out. His wife defames him around town. He leaves. So he's not really like a part of his son's life. They all moved into a mansion in Pasadena on the Millionaire Mile.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So, living lavishly, life is looking good for the Parsons. They were hanging out, doing their thing. There's a lot of, maids around and nannies and people, but not a lot of friends. So, little Mr. Jack is kind of an isolated child. Strange. He ends up making friends with all of the characters in his science fiction novels.
He's making friends with the characters in his novels?
A play of words. He only has books.
Okay, so they're all... Okay, he's
books are his friends. He's not, like, actually talking about, like, he's not hallucinating imaginary friends or anything, but he doesn't have any real friends.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He's a sad, lonely, weird kid who reads a lot of science fiction books and a lot of magazines. Specifically, there was a type of magazine that had comics about, like, rockets, and so this is probably what ignited his lifelong love of rockets.
I see what you did there.
He, however, by the age of 12, successfully made one friend. His name was Edward Foreman, and these two would run around the neighborhood collecting materials to build rockets out of, like, foil, old firework, different things, different aluminum pieces of trash. And this resulted in their backyard looking like a war field. Craters that, quote, resembled the surface of the moon. So, blowing up his backyard. And apparently, his mom, Miss Ruth, was not too concerned about what was happening in her backyard. She was more concerned what was happening in Jack's bedroom.
Oh, naughty boy.
Well, apparently, he had been caught trying to contact the devil.
Oh, I was thinking something different.
Yeah, well...
But, okay, I can see how... What year is this?
He is a teenager, so it's probably around, I would say, like, 1920s,
Okay.
1924. Yeah, it's definitely before World War II.
Before Satanic Panic?
Coming up on that, though. Pretty close to the Satanic Panic, but definitely, yeah, like, well before that. In, like, the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
So he's not, caught masturbating yet, but...
Ooh.
Don't worry, he continues to grow into his reputation, so to speak. So she catches him contacting the devil. She's freaking out. He's dabbling in all this like rocket power shit, and his grades are slipping. So homeboy is not doing so good in school, and he has a, quote, distracted mind. So worried for the future of his brain and eternal soul, his mother decides to use the rest of the family fortune to send him away to the Brown Military Academy in San Diego.
Okay.
So she said, I know that I'm into like New Age spiritualism and shit and magic, but no, not the devil. You can't be talking about the devil and rockets all the time. Like, that's fucking weird.
What a combo.
So they send him away to one of the strictest schools in the West Coast. However, this was not enough to deter Parsons from the supernatural. His obsession with rockets also grew and culminated into a stunt, which had him blowing up the school toilets, and he was immediately expelled.
What? Just for that little thing?
I know. People in the 30s really liked to overreact about things.
I just want to know, where is he getting, if he's in military school and it's supposedly the strictest one, like, where is he getting rocket material?
That's what I want to know. He seemingly, since birth, has just really been into blowing shit up, and he knows where to find, the gunpowder and, like...
I guess it's probably easier to get a hold of things, too, like, back then. Like, you didn't need an
military
ID.
School. You can probably go and, like, pocket a couple bullets and, like, crank them open with a cut metal, but...
I think that kind of, like, material and things like that was pretty easy to get your hands on back in the day. There weren't as many regulations. Or maybe the devil was getting them for him.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in his life that people might accredit to magic. Maybe casting spells. But in reality, he is actually blowing shit up, which is kind of magic. Science is kind of magic, so he's kind of a little bit of both. A magician and a scientist. He's a chemist. That's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's obsessed with chemicals. He knows what to mix with what to explode. So he's still at school. He gets kicked out, and somehow he gets a high school diploma. I didn't do a lot of research on this, but he gets kicked out of one school, still gets a high school diploma, and then still secures a spot at Stanford University. But by the time this happens, he can't afford to go because it's 1933 and the Great Depression has started.
And his mom blew their fortune on military school.
Yeah. So, being a barely high school graduate, he's super into blowing shit up. He gets a job at the Hercules Gunpowder Company.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh. Yep. So, he's continuing to make rockets in his backyard. He's kind of doing the same shit he's always been doing, getting away with it because he's super handsome and super charming. Social butterfly, as most cult leaders are.
Is he super handsome? You got a picture?
I got a picture. He's kind of cute.
See this bad boy.
It's funny. I said that his parents were giving me like Gomez and Morticia vibes before I even saw a picture of him. This is what he looks like.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of looks like a young Gomez Adams.
He does.
The
Very
mustache.
handsome.
He's a handsome guy.
God damn.
So he's kind of cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's making a lot of friends. He's street smart. He's handsome. He's got street smarts. He's got charisma. Bad boy.
James Dean.
Yeah, he's got the riz. So he's getting into some crowds, he's looking like a movie star. He starts hanging out with some people who go to the California Institute of Technology. He makes friends with someone named Frank Molina. Frank has access and knows of a better lab that he could use for his little science experiment. So his buddy Edward Foreman, the childhood friend from blowing shit up in the neighborhood, starts a little squad, the three of them, and they start researching and hanging out at the Caltech Guggenheim laboratory.
I love a good squad.
This is the squad. These boys are starting to get a little reputation around town. The school and people start calling them the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
yeah,
the original, the OG.
They're the OG.
I was gonna call them the Rocket Squad, but I like Suicide Squad better.
I kind of like Team Rocket. Like I feel like they should have been.
That just makes me think of Rocket Power.
Yeah,
Rocket Power.
Well, Team Rocket's from Pokemon.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
But like Rocket Power,
that other TV show. God, so many Rocket Squads, but this was the first Rocket Squad.
This was the Suicide Squad.
I know, but the first, squad of Rocketeers. Rocket engineers.
There's a word for what they are. But it's funny they're called the Suicide Squad because no one like blew themselves up. Like no one fucking died. They just got close and everyone was like, oh my god, these guys are crazy.
Suicide's crazy boys.
Oh my god, they're so crazy.
Boys will be boys.
Wow, silly little boys. They're just waving their dicks around, blowing shit up.
Waving their rockets around.
So, yeah, he's making pretty decent money at the Hercules gunpowder factory. He's playing with his boys' rockets, living the dream, hanging out with some pretty freaky folks. The article I read was a lot about, like, his schooling, and they didn't say exactly how he got connected into, like, more occult shit, but they emphasize that throughout he's still culting it up. Like, he still likes the dark side of things. He is getting a little bit lonely, though. So eventually he meets a girl at church. I don't know why he was at church.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Maybe he was doing some research. Maybe he was I don't know, like
a spy for the devil.
Yeah, maybe he was doing devil worshipping.
Or what kind of church was it? You know,
not specified. He marries a girl named Helen Northrup, and then they move pretty soon after to the Pasadena home that they live in together. He he just can't stop obsessing about these fucking rockets, man. He's into the rockets, he's into the sex, he's into the quirky, weird stuff. His wife soon realizes that these quirky interests are not just a hyperfixation. He is truly in love with the occult and the darker side of life. So he's trying to do his research. He's not coming home from work. He's spending late nights at the lab. He's pawning his wife's engagement ring to get money for his rocket research. This guy's kind of obsessed with being famous. Like, he wants to do something that garners him enough attention in the scientific community that he reaches the level of, like, fame. Like Aleister Crowley or Einstein or whoever he's obsessed with. He's all these idols and men that he looks up to. So he's trying real hard to be famous. His wife is not happy. And after he pawns her ring, he starts manufacturing a highly volatile chemical, nitroglycerin, just inside their house.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He's just making nitroglycerin at home.
I'd be so pissed.
He's basically making meth inside. Yeah, not too happy. So a year into his marriage, the Suicide Squad is at nearly 10 members. He's finally ready to test his first liquid-fueled rocket. And true to form, he decides to combine some elements of science and mystery. So he chooses to hold the rocket launch on Halloween Day near the Devil's Gate Dam. He is just testing fate.
Yeah.
He's just calling these spirits. The first 3 attempts don't go so good. They all fail. The rocket ends up, like, turning sideways on, like, the 4th attempt, and suddenly the oxygen line ignites, sending a plume of flames directly at the scientists. And it says that he got burned. I don't know how badly, but he didn't die, and it was pretty scary. So people think this guy got going on, that he's evading death from his rocket. Might be magic.
Devil's on his side.
He might have the devil on his side for this one, or he might be the devil.
Unlikely.
I know, he's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
So everyone survives. He's achieved a minor level of infamy due to this accident, and he testifies. For some reason, he becomes an explosive expert, which, like, seems to not be doing so good. Like, he's an expert on making things explode, but not very safely. So he becomes a witness, or, like, testifies in a highly publicized trial where a former police officer had attempted to blow up, like, a whistleblower's car. So,
okay.
Parsons' testimony was largely responsible for convicting this person. And now he's starting to develop kind of like a cult following as this crazy, mad scientist rocket guy. And cute. This is like when media and like the newspaper and court, like all of it is starting to become like TV for everyone. This is their entertainment back in 1937. So around this time, he's found his newfound celebrity status. He starts hanging out with even more interesting, 2 of which, named John and Francis Baxter, introduce him to Aleister Crowley himself. So, this guy, as we all know, is like the infamous, most horrible man in the UK, witchy founder of the Church of Thelema.
And he is probably fangirling right now.
Oh, he's probably shitting his pants. Like, yeah, he's meeting one of his idols from childhood. I mean, from whenever Aleister Crowley started poetry, whatever the fuck. So at this point, he is just drawing pentagrams. He doesn't give a fuck about chemistry anymore. He has fully devoted his life to the church, and he's quickly moving up the ranks. So the founder, Aleister Crowley himself, was quoted as saying that Parsons is, quote, the most valuable member of the whole order. He's in love with him, vice versa.
Wow, so this is turning into a little bit of a love story.
It is turning into a love story. Meanwhile, where the fuck is his poor wife?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
She's at church.
Yeah, Helen Northrop's just at church. He's at the Church of the Devil at Thelema. They are not seemingly getting along. I don't hear shit about the wife and like anything until a little bit later. We're getting there. So he's joined the order. What are they called? They're called the Order. Oh my god, the Ordo Templis Orentius, aka the Church of Thelema. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just gonna say OTO.
The OTO.
The OTO. So he's joined the OTO. He is hanging out with Aleister Crowley. The Thelemites are predicting that Parsons is the natural like follower. Like he's gonna be the one, like the
Messiah?
Not Messiah. What would be like the next
in line?
Next in line.
The prince? I don't.
Yeah, he's basically the
He's
second
in the running.
coming. Yeah, he's in the running to take over Crowley's position. Crowleyster. Oh my god. So right as he is becoming like super powerful, high up in the ranks for the OTO, he gets a massive amount of funding from the government for his rocketry. So he's got money, he's got power, he's got a whole lot of ego going to his head.
Oh, wow. I wonder what his sign is.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, we should birthday. Well, we have it. Let's find
Is
out.
he a Leo?
It's October 2nd, so.
No.
Beginning of October.
Beginning of October. Libra.
He's a Libra.
You know?
That's surprising.
Yeah. He has to have some fire in there. Probably just fire and air.
There has to be fire in air. He's
Mhm.
obsessed with blowing shit up. Oh my gosh. So he's got a lot of money coming in here. He's like doing pretty good for himself. World War II, scratch that. When I typed it, I accidentally did 3 eyes. Yeah, so World War II is starting. And the government is taking more notice of Parsons' like extracurricular cult activities, getting a little bit more flamboyant with it, and they're like, hey, we're giving you money now to like do some war shit, and you have a lot of like government.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not pretty stoked on the amount of money and like side intelligence he has, and he doesn't seem to be taking the rocket stuff as serious. Kind of starting to lose it a little. And his wife also starts to take notice, and she's kind of like, hey man, where the fuck have you been? Ever since you joined the OTO, you've kind of adopted a little bit more of like a permissive marriage and relationships and a dismissive view of me. Where the hell are you, bud? He's been having a fucking affair this whole time with Helen's sister, Sarah.
Oh, wow.
Who is 17 years old.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Jack. That's not... That's not legal.
Yeah, Jack. We're not a big fan so far of Jack. So he's having an affair, but like Helen, sadly, weirdly, kind of doesn't really give a shit. She's a little bit like, okay, so if you're going to have an affair, I'm also going to have an affair.
I mean, yeah.
You know, an eye for an eye. So Helen starts having an affair with another Thelemite member named Wilfred Talbot Smith.
What? I'm so confused by this woman. She's going to church on Sundays and then fucking around with Satanists.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a few years. There's been at least like 3 years of marriage. So maybe she's given up on church. Maybe he's gotten around.
I put a spell on you.
Okay. They're fucking around. They got a lot of money. The weird love where
Love score.
ends up moving with a bunch of strangers to a big fancy mansion in Pasadena.
Sounds like a lot of orgies.
Their sprawling estate is shocking.
To say the least.
To say the least, their lifestyle is not going over very well with the locals.
Oh my god, neighbors, mind your own damn business.
They've also acquired a large amount of livestock that they apparently eat and sacrifice for blood rituals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be pretty noisy too. I mean, keep it before 9 p.m.
Yeah, like I'm sure having a farm, what hours of the night are these blood rituals
I
happening?
mean, probably night, and that's why I said keep it
Yeah.
before 9 p.m.
So apparently he doesn't give a shit because this is the time in his life that Jack has gotten really into more chemicals than just nitroglycerin.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's experimenting with other substances like methamphetamine, peyote, meth, pretty much whatever he can get his hands on.
He's just really high now.
Yeah, he's really high. Probably has been for a while. Like when he blew up the toilets.
You can't be sober and blow up toilets.
Was he influenced by something?
Mm-hmm. He was probably under the influence of something.
I'm guessing Mr. Jack was drinking in high school. That's my guess. Okay, so he is torn between sorcery, science, drug, 2 women that we know of, and his involvement with the OTO. Yeah, 2 sisters. It's starting to impact his professionalism, his career, his reputation. He'd often show up to work hungover during rocket tests. He would loudly and dramatically recite Aleister Crowley's poem, The Hymn to Pan, just to freak people out. And it did. So as the war's nearing its end, the scientific community started to push the government to kind of like lose connection and like stop funding.
This guy's gotta go.
Yeah, they were like, time to start distancing yourself from this guy.
You know, he should have gone to Evergreen. Just really sucked up on drugs all the time, citing poetry randomly. Like, sounds like a day in the life of an Evergreen college student. Goddamn hippies.
Yeah, he's giving free spirit hippie vibes.
Mm-hmm.
He just born in the wrong generation, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was just into like polygamy and polyamory and blood magic. And what's wrong with that? I mean, if it's consensual, they're all adults.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as it's consensual, I'm not here to judge.
Some of the animal ritual killing, that's where I might toe the line.
Animals are not consenting. And also, like, the fact that you're in with the government and there's a war going on.
Yeah, like he's helping the military. We don't love that.
Yeah, even though I hate Nazis, but everything's it's corrupt.
It's corrupt.
It's corrupt.
Yeah, he's not feeling it either. I think the government and him, I think everyone is starting to get a little bit like, okay, something's going to crack here. Mm-hmm. We all need to take a step back. So that's exactly what he does. Okay. He starts distancing himself from the OTO. He is not giving up on the occult. Quite the opposite. He kind of wants to start his own cult, I think is what is happening here.
I am here for that. Let's go, Jack.
Let's fucking go, Jack. He actually, instead of renting to the Thelemites, he starts renting to other people. He's sent out an open call for bohemian artists, musicians, atheists, anarchists, and other, quote, exotic types that want to basically join together in probably a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just what he put an ad in like the newspaper?
Yeah, for like housing. For like these types to come live here if you want.
Not like Craigslist, because that wasn't a thing back then. No. But
he probably put an ad out in the paper,
mm-hmm.
I would assume.
Effective. Was it effective? Did it work?
It was effective. And one of the people who responded to Parsons' ad for room rentals was none other than a young L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh, hello. I know that name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so speaking of future controversial founders and cult leaders, that's the founder of Scientology. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So Parsons and Hubbard, as you can imagine, naturally hit it off. They're best buds right off the bat. And Parsons heaping praise of Hubbard. He even believed that he totally was like, yes, Hubbard's in direct touch and contact with a higher being. Like, this guy is legit. Parsons wasn't the only one who became enamored with Hubbard, however.
Oh.
As soon as Hubbard moved in, Scientologists sparked up a romance with Sarah.
That's the sister?
The sister.
The sister.
So
I mean, she's not married.
The Parsons' girlfriend, but sister-in-law.
Yeah. How old is she now?
Probably no older than 19, 18, 19.
Okay. At least she's legal now.
Yeah, So it's okay to be with L. Ron Hubbard. Oh my god. Yeah, so Hubbard swoops in and basically is Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And takes Sarah with him, like, on a journey. Like, literally ushers her away successfully. Like, I guess that he was trying to start a company with Parsons. So Jack and L. Ron Hubbard were going to start, like, a boating company together.
What?
And this doesn't work out. It's basically a scam so L. Ron Hubbard can get access to Jack's money.
Okay.
So he gets access to his money, access to his wife, and dips the fuck out. Yeah, like, he gets access to a bunch of money, co-founds a company with him called Allied Sailing?
Where the fuck did the boats come in?
I have no idea. Dude, like, no amount of magic could have predicted this. All of his hard-earned cash, Hubbard plans on taking it, and he embarks on, like, a global journey with Sarah. They're gonna leave with the money. And when Jack finds out that he's gonna be left penniless and, like, without a wife and a girlfriend, he makes a desperate attempt to regain his reputation. And he flies to Miami and, like, starts to create, like, a spell. He uses dark magic is all it says. There's not a lot of, like, examples of what he would do. This is where I'm like, okay, how much of this is, like, satanic panic shit? Or, like, what did he actually do? Like, yeah. I want to know what rituals and spells.
Yeah, whose blood?
Whose
teeth?
Whose teeth?
Where do you get the frogs?
For real. Right? But apparently, this is what everyone says online. He conjures up a storm, scares the shit out of L. Ron Hubbard, and he comes back, leaves Sarah, but then takes the money and, like, still leaves.
So this wasn't about his girlfriend or wife.
I don't think it was much about love or lust. I think it was about the money.
Yeah.
I think L. Ron Hubbard had...
He's like, you keep the chicks.
Yeah, he said, I don't need the girls, but I'll take your life's fortune. Yeah, he liked money.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, so he evoked otherworldly forces and...
got his cash back.
Used the vengeful spirit of Mars. So, as 1952... Parsons' reputation is not good. An occultist, a philanderer, a possible communist. It's preventing him from in rocketry.
No one wants his rocket anymore.
He needs a job. He's not doing great. So Jack gets a job making explosives for movies. Yep. Kind of washed up. He's ironically making fake explosives, but they turn out to be more dangerous for Parsons.
Oh, those movie sets. They were pretty dangerous back then.
So dangerous, in fact, they turn out to be fatal.
Oh no.
But people think he was probably mixing together, like, a tin of mercury, which is super volatile, and he dropped it. Perhaps something exploded.
R.I.P. Jack.
But he died on the scene. He lived fast, furious. Yeah, he lived a crazy life and blew himself up, which honestly, like, he's lucky it didn't happen.
Yeah,
when he was like 12. So.
Fitting. It seems like a whole cycle has been complete, you know?
It was kind of full circle. And speaking of circles, he is the reason why we were able to land on the moon.
Really? I love it. Thank you. That was a beautiful story.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. My sources are The Satanist Who Put Us on the Moon from fractionate.com. Scientist of the Day, Jack Parsons, from the LindaHallLibrary.org and Wikipedia.
Okay. With that, should you need us,
we'll be here. I was like, what do we say? Oh my god.
Next shirt. Paving the way with pussy, blood, and explosives.
Pussy, blood, and explosives. Pussy, comma, blood. Not pussy blood.
No, not pussy blood.